Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP10 Wednesday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Ian Dembling.
And I'm Marissa McGinn. Today is October 17th, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
U.S. government agents on Wednesday arrested a man with alleged al-Qaeda ties. They say he was planning to blow up the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. The Justice Department says 21-year-old Qazi Mohammed Rezwanul Ahsan Nafis received inert explosives from an undercover FBI agent. Authorities say he packed a van with what he believed to be a 1,000-pound bomb and traveled with the agent to the bank, where he tried to sell it off with a cell phone detonator. Officials say the public was never in danger.
An Iran-American man from Texas on Wednesday pleaded guilty in Manhattan federal court to participating in a plot meant to kill the Saudi ambassador. Prosecutors say Mansour Arbabisar, age 57, tried to recruit a Mexican drug cartel to bomb a Washington restaurant where Saudi ambassador Adel Al-Jubeir dined. The plan fell through when one of his men turned out to be an undercover agent. Arbabisar's defense is that he suffers from undiagnosed and untreated bipolar disorder. Authorities have confirmed this is not true, and he is still being questioned.
Now, Marissa, we are finally seeing this past week the Oswego winds.
The typical Oswego weather, yes.
And now we'll check our current conditions outside with meteorologist Molly Matat. Molly, what's it looking like out there?
And good evening, Oswego. Meteorologist Molly Matat right outside the campus center right now. And let me tell you, it is a beautiful evening. It's a little breezy, but we are sitting at a very comfortable 55, low relative humidity, not a cloud in the sky. It is just a beautiful evening. And these beautiful conditions will continue into tomorrow and a little bit into Friday. Moving on to the radar, we see some spotty showers to the west of us. However, those will dissipate and die off and shouldn't affect our area too much throughout the evening. Looking at the 3-day, tomorrow should be an absolutely gorgeous fall day. However, these conditions could change as we go into the weekend. I'll have your full forecast as we continue on through the broadcast. Back to you in the newsroom.
On Friday, Bill Clinton will be in Syracuse to support Central New York congressional candidate Dan Maffei. The former president will appear at a public rally at 1 p.m. at Hancock Airport. This is the second time Clinton has rallied supporters for Maffei, last time in 2010, when he lost to Republican Anne Marie Burkle by less than 700 votes.
A man has been arrested for hitting his coworker with a hammer while working on the Destiny USA expansion earlier this month. Leroy Smith was arrested Tuesday in Robeson County, North Carolina. He faces assault and weapon charges for striking Patrick Bell on October 5th after a dispute, allegedly about money. Investigations say Bell is in serious condition even 2 weeks after the attack. Smith is currently being held in North Carolina, awaiting extradition back in Syracuse.
And now let's hear from Juliana Chauncey about the upcoming galleries in Tyler Hall. Juliana?
Hi, my name is Juliana Chauncey, and I'm coming to you from Tyler Hall, where from October 19th to November 20th, 3 different exhibits will be on display in the galleries. The first is called Records of Captivity by Mariana Najmanovic in the South Wing. It focuses on the predicament of animals while trying to give a visual resolution to the question, what is the terrain that corresponds to the animal kingdom within a natural order dominated by human beings? In the North Wing is an exhibit by Art Department Chair Cynthia Claybough that explores the pain of loss and gives new life to those in her past through mixed media relief. This exhibit continues stories explored in her past exhibits. For those of you in Cynthia's Art 365 course, she is giving extra credit to anyone who goes and attends any of the exhibits this weekend. The theater is also putting on the play Sherlock Holmes in the Waterman Theater this weekend. It is at 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday. Now back to you at the desk.
2 down and 1 to go. Mitt Romney and President Obama met for the second of 3 debates last night, where uncommitted voters in a town hall format asked the questions.
Emily Schmidt has more on the candidates' answers.
For the second time, President Obama and Mitt Romney faced each other. For the first time, they faced debate questions from voters.
What is the biggest difference between you and George W. Bush?
Mr. President, I voted for you in 2008. What have you done or accomplished to earn my vote in 2012?
The town hall format meant no podiums, candidates out in the open, more willing to take aim at each other than they were in the first debate.
Here's what we did. There were a whole bunch of oil companies.
No, I had a question, and the question was, how much did you cut them by?
You want me to answer
How much did you cut them by?
I'm happy to answer the question.
All right, and it is?
Here's what happened.
Polls showed Mitt Romney coming into this debate riding a bump in support after the first encounter. President Obama's campaign staffers had promised a more energetic performance, and both candidates let little go by unchallenged. Discussion grew particularly heated about Libya and who is responsible for the security of diplomats after the U.S. ambassador to Libya was killed in an attack last month.
It took them a long time to say this was a terrorist act by a terrorist group. And to suggest, am I incorrect in that regard? On Sunday, your secretary, the ambassador of the United Nations, one of the Sunday television shows, and spoke about how this was a spontaneous reaction.
I'm happy to have a longer conversation about foreign policy.
Absolutely, but I want to move you on.
The questions tended to come back to domestic issues like education, gas prices, and taxes, issues the voters said directly affected them.
And I will not, under any circumstances, increase taxes on the middle class.
I want to give middle-class families and folks who are striving to get in the middle class some relief.
The debate stretched 90 minutes. It has 21 days to impact voters. Election Day is just 3 weeks away. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
The Oswego men's club D1 hockey team will be hosting a Pink the Rink weekend at the campus center on Friday, October 19th at 7 p.m. versus Cortland and Sunday, October 21st at 2 p.m. versus Binghamton. The team will be wearing customized pink jerseys for each game to support breast cancer. 2 blank jerseys will be raffled off during the game, and Chuck a Pink Puck will be available to win some gear. To find out more information, check out the Pink the Rink event on Facebook.
The Quartet in Residence Oswego Jazz Project will be performing this Sunday, October 21st at 3 p.m. in the Sheldon Hall Ballroom. The repertoire features all original pieces written for their new release, highlighting a jazz style of music. The quartet features Rob Allure, Trevor Jurgensen, Max McKee, and Eric Schmitz. Tickets are $8 to the general public, $6 for students and staff, and Oswego students pay $5. Once again, the concert is this Sunday, October 21st at 3 p.m. in the Sheldon Hall Ballroom.
And now we'll see what's going on in sports with Adam Cesarini. Adam?
Thanks, guys. I'm Adam Cesarini with your WTOP10 sports update. The women's soccer team was shut out last night against St. Lawrence. After a scoreless first half, St. Lawrence College's Samantha Rock scored the game-winning goal in the 73rd minute to defeat the Lakers 1-0. Oswego State had 10 shots on goal, but was unable to find the back of the net during the game. Emily Veriner had 8 saves in goal for the Lakers, who will host the Cortland Red Dragons on Senior Day in their last SUNYAC game this Saturday at 1 p.m. And coming up later, I'll have your full sports report, including playoff basketball and Laker basketball. Now back to the desk.
Coming up after the break, U.S. violence numbers on the rise.
And Romney has a binder full of women? Stay tuned to WTOP 10 News.
Tomorrow's shaping up to be a beautiful day, but will these conditions stick around for the weekend? I'll have your full forecast right after the break.
Here, of course, Oswego alumni, class of '76, are on the set of the Today Show. You know, when I was at Oswego, I didn't even want to be on camera. I wanted to be running one of these cameras or producing or directing, and I somehow ended up making the transition to being on camera. And I know a lot of you are thinking about that. So make sure you're there for the Lou O'Donnell Media Summit. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be terrific, and you can find out what you need to know. Also, Garrick Utley, a little known fact, is not only the tallest journalist in the world, but he also wanted to be a country music singer. True story. Ask him. Really. Be there. October 26th. Seriously.
It's the 24th.
October 24th.
That's
Be there
okay.
October 24th.
Because
you know what? If you're there the 26th, though, it's a lot more room. There's a lot more room on the 26th. 24th is going to be crowded. Get there the 23rd so you can get a seat. So Perfect. You're there for the 24th. Stay till the 26th. You know, get an Oswego sub, sit there, and just, you know, I don't think anybody will throw you out. I don't know. 24th. 24th, not the 26th.
The Dr. Lewis B. O'Donnell Media Summit, Wednesday, October 24th, 3 p.m. at the Waterman Theater.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Weather report for the evening. I was just outside, and let me tell you, it is a beautiful fall evening tonight. We're sitting at a comfortable 55, low humidity. It's beautiful out. There are a little bit of strong winds. It's a little breezy, but definitely not as cold as we saw last night, which was quite a cold one. Let's take a look at our averages for the day. Now, here's an interesting statistic. We were at a high of 64 and a low of 35. We are both above and below average. We experienced a very wide range of temperatures today, and these nice conditions should stick around for at least another day. The temperatures around the state right now sitting at 51 in Syracuse, 60 in Rochester, a hot spot over to the west in Buffalo at 62, and a cold spot up in Glens Falls at 39. Looking at the radar, we have some spotty showers over to the west. However, those should dissipate throughout the night and shouldn't really affect our area. We should have a pretty clear evening set up for us. The main story of this weather report is what will happen as we move towards the weekend. This low pressure system moving across the west right now has a very large cold front associated with it. This is going to move closer into our area, not so much tomorrow, but into the weekend, bringing with it some pretty strong winds as well as some precipitation. Looking at our future cast for 11 p.m. tonight, not a shower in the sky, pretty clear, not a lot of clouds. Tomorrow, again, if you're up for those 8 a.m. classes, should be a perfect morning for you. At 2 p.m., though, we see this line start to move a little bit closer. And at 6 p.m., it continues its move to the east. And we shouldn't see it too much during the day tomorrow, but definitely during the evening. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low at 49. Again, some winds from the southeast. But tomorrow, such a beautiful day, mostly sunny, pretty clear throughout the day, a warm breeze. However, those showers from the line should move in closer to the evening, so keep an eye out for those PM showers. Thursday night, rain is becoming steady later, probably after 11 p.m. However, those steady showers should break off into some spotty showers towards the morning. Low of 53 for Thursday night. Taking a look at our 5-day, breezy day tomorrow, but pretty nice. That storm moves into the weekend. We see highs in the upper 50s, so definitely a cool down. However, we should be back to some nice fall conditions on Monday with a high of 64.
Thank you so much, Molly. Now we're going to turn it over to State News. Because of his support for same-sex marriage, New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg is helping State Senator Mark J. Grisanti with his campaign. A fundraiser is being planned for the Republican from Buffalo at Bloomberg's private home in Manhattan. Grisanti predicts this event will bring in anywhere between $30,000 and $40,000 for the senator's campaign. Only a small percentage of the predicted $1 million he plans to spend.
A new debate has surfaced in the 19th Congressional District over the proposal to build a nuclear power plant in upstate New York. Republican Representative Chris Gibson proposed a nuclear plant project during his 2010 campaign. However, Gibson later distanced himself for the proposal when he discovered the real problem was with an aging transmission network. In recent debates, his proposal received attention, but Gibson stated he no longer supports his original idea, saying a plant is not practical for upstate New York. Gibson is now focusing his campaign on topics such as Medicare.
On Wednesday, the U.S. Justice Department reported that the crime rate in America went up from last year for the first time since 1993. The data was collected by the Bureau of Justice Statistics in telephone surveys across the nation. This sudden rise in crime was surprising due to the steadily declining rate over the past 2 decades, with a record low in 2010. This was mainly due to a 22% increase in both sexual and aggravated assault this past year.
In the thousands of words spoken in Tuesday's presidential debate, it was 4 particular ones that stuck out the most. Binders full of women. In response to a question on gender pay inequality, Romney said when he was organizing his campaign, he noticed it was all men. He requested women applicants and claimed he was given a binder full of women. Before the debate was over, there was a Twitter hashtag and a Facebook fan page. The phrase was the 3rd fastest rising search on Google during the debate.
The Senate of the South American nation of Uruguay passed a bill legalizing abortion on Wednesday. President Jose Mujica says he plans on signing this bill into law, making it the latest in a number of laws in the country that go against the very Catholic, socially conservative ways of Latin America, including a law allowing same-sex couples to adopt children. Uruguay will join Cuba as the only 2 Latin American nations in which abortion is legal.
Harsh education cuts have driven thousands of students into the streets across Spain. Students participated in mass marches in several cities Wednesday, including Barcelona and Madrid. The marches took place because Spanish authorities have reduced public spending on education by more than $1.3 billion in 2012. The government says these cuts are necessary in their effort in the rein to Spain's debt crisis. When we come back, we will have Elizabeth Shepard with what's coming in theaters. But first, here's a look at your late night menu.
Get your Smokey on. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey Chris, what are you doing here?
Oh, I always want to be first in line for the Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit.
The what?
The Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit.
What is that?
The Dr. Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit, Wednesday, October 24th at 3 p.m. inside Waterman Theater in Tyler Hall on the campus of SUNY Oswego. Meet the panelists who guide our media future.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Now let's hear about new movies coming soon.
I'm Beth, and here's what's happening in the box office this week. Taken 2 is #1 in the box office for the 2nd week in a row, taking in a total of just under $87 million. Liam Neeson's action sequel proved to be just as remarkable as the first movie, leaving many movie critics in awe. Ben Affleck's Argo opened last weekend at #2, making $20 million. Based on a true story, the movie takes place during the Iranian Revolution. Affleck plays a CIA exfiltration specialist and concocts a risky plan to free 6 Americans who have found shelter at the home of the Canadian ambassador. And coming in at #3 is the horror film Sinister, which earned $18 million in its opening week. Ethan Hawke plays a true crime novelist who discovers a box of mysterious, disturbing home movies that put his family into the path of a supernatural entity. And for all of you horror film fans, hitting the theaters this Friday is Paranormal Activity 4. Similar to the first 3 films, strange events start to occur when a woman and a mysterious child move into the neighborhood of a suburban family.
2 or 3 guys to pull this off.
Also premiering is the movie Alex Cross, starring actors Tyler Perry and Matthew Fox. In the movie, Cross is a police detective who meets his match when a serial killer can predict every step of the police service, easily killing his victims and fleeing. But when the mission gets personal, Cross stops at nothing to track down the killer.
This guy, he's checking out the list.
I'm Beth Shepard, and thanks for watching.
So what are your thoughts about Paranormal Activity 4? Do you think it's going to be scarier than all the previous?
I don't know. I heard that it's actually supposed to be the most scary out of all 4 of them. So
really?
I saw the first one. It was really scary.
I was scared just watching that.
Same.
Well, this year's Super Bowl halftime show will make all these single ladies dance.
And some famous faces and voices are coming to Glee. Carl Azu covers the latest news in today's Hollywood Minute.
Super B heads to the Super Bowl. Beyoncé announced on her website today she's performing at the Super Bowl on February 3rd, 2013. The words "Countdown to Touchdown" were followed by a picture of the star with eye black, displaying the date of this season's Super Bowl. No word yet on who will appear with Mrs. Carter on the 50-yard line. Good news for all you Gleeks out there. Jessica Sanchez, the 17-year-old runner-up on Season 11 of American Idol, is set to have a recurring role on Glee. Glee creator Ryan Murphy tweeted that Bette Midler has agreed to make an appearance on the show, but reps for the show say they have no further details. Actress and activist Angelina Jolie is weighing in on girls' education around the world. Jolie wrote an article for the Daily Beast titled "We Are All Malala." In it, she reacts to the Taliban gunning down Malala Yousafzai, a 14-year-old Pakistani schoolgirl who spoke out against the Taliban by promoting girls' education. Jolie describes telling her children Malala's story and how important an education is.
Well, we're getting real close to the World Series now, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And now we'll take a full look at sports with Adam Carcerini.
Thanks, guys. I'm Adam Cesarini with your full sports report. The men's basketball team has not started their season yet, but already they're being nationally recognized. The Lakers, who went undefeated at 18-0 in conference play last year and 26-4 overall, were labeled a team to watch, according to the D3 News preseason poll. Oswego also earned 58 votes, keeping them just outside the preseason Division III top 25 national rankings. The men take to the court for the first time Friday, November 2nd, in an exhibition match at home against Queens University. The Detroit Tigers continued their dominance over the New York Yankees in the ALCS as they won Game 3 last night, improving their series lead to 3-0. Tigers pitcher Justin Verlander proved dominant, allowing no runs through 8 innings and only 3 hits. Delman Young made MLB history with his home run in the 4th inning, becoming the first player to ever hit 3 consecutive game-winning RBIs in the playoffs as the Tigers went on to win the game 2-1. The Yankees will look to starve off elimination tonight in Detroit as Yankee pitcher CC Sabathia takes the mound against Tigers' Matt Scherzer. Shortly after he stepped down as chairman of Livestrong, Lance Armstrong lost his endorsement deal with Nike as well. Nike terminated their endorsement with Armstrong because they, quote, do not condone the use of illegal performance-enhancing drugs in any manner, end quote. Armstrong has not been officially proven to have taken performance-enhancing drugs, but Nike, who has endorsed Armstrong since 1996, has decided that the evidence is too strong to continue their deal. Armstrong is the second athlete in recent years to lose a Nike endorsement due to controversy, the other being NFL quarterback Michael Vick after his dogfighting conviction in 2007. That's it for sports. Now back over to the news desk.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news and have a final look at your forecast.
But first, take a look at your community calendar.
MBA program helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10.
network television station.
I'm lucky. I get to do something I love. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
WTOP TV10, Oswego, New York. I'm the kid. Come on.
And here's a dive into the lighter side of news. 6 years ago, Andy Ashkar of Camillus, New York, bought a scratch-off lottery ticket at their parents' store in Syracuse. Just 11 days before the ticket would have expired, Ashkar turned in his winning ticket for a $5 million cash prize. The 34-year-old auto dealer manager said he purposely waited so long to accept the prize in fear that claiming his winnings at the wrong time would negatively influence his life if he didn't plan accordingly. Ashkar decided he would share the winnings with his older brother.
A Bismarck, North Dakota man has made a huge profit of a 20-year-old gallon of barbecue sauce. Mort Bank used to own a McDonald's franchise and saved the sauce after a Michael Jordan burger promotion in 1992. He just sold it for nearly $10,000 on eBay. The McJordan sauce has an expiration date of December 8th, 1992, and Bank says he thinks this bottle of sauce is the last of its kind. Banks says he plans to split the winning bid with his daughter, who helped him post the auction listing.
The children's book character Where's Waldo is sweeping through college sporting events this fall. The beloved character, who is best known for blending in, is now standing out as a popular outfit to wear. The first Where's Waldo book was published in England 25 years ago, and they are still a popular series among kids today. It's always nice to know that although kids grow old, our beloved Waldo never will. Now let's take a final look at your forecast with meteorologist Molly Matat.
Thanks, guys. We're going to take a look at the Class Day forecast for tomorrow. Like I said in the main weather package, it is going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. We're going to hit almost 70 later in the day, which is a little rare for October, especially in Oswego. For those of you that have to be up at those 8 a.m. classes, it's not going to be anything like this morning at 35. It's going to be a very nice, comfortable 53, and those nice warm breezes are just going to continue throughout the day. We're going to mix the air, and we're going to continue warming into the afternoon. When you get out of those classes, it should be 68, almost 70, and it should shape up to be a beautiful fall day.
Sounds like a beautiful day, but not quite as beautiful as the Detroit Tigers New York Yankees game.
Yes.
What happened over there, Adam?
I just was informed that the game didn't get rained out, so the Yankees still have at least one more day before they're probably going to be eliminated.
Oh.
Oh, that's
now,
unfortunate.
We have hope as Yankees fans.
There is hope.
Now, there was the local lottery winner. He waited 6 years before he finally turned in his ticket, and then he decided to share it with his brother. I thought that was adorable.
That's very sweet. That's pretty cool. I think that's cool that
I don't know if I'd share it with my brother.
Maybe. I think it was. I respect his decision to wait that long, as it won't negatively influence his life. I can respect that.
So do I. I think he's probably the first winner to do that.
Oh yeah,
Probably
definitely.
the smartest as well.
I have 3 brothers, so I don't know if I would do the same.
Less money, that's not fair.
No.
Well, that'll about do it for us here at WTOP News. For the 10 News team,
I'm Adam Cesarini.
I'm Molly Matat.
I'm Marissa McGinn.
And I'm Ian Dembling. And have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.